Hey everybody, it's Paul. I'm really excited about today's build. I'm building a shoe rack for Danny from Phillipsfambam. He had his closet cleaned out, and I'll put a link at the bottom or in the comments so you can go and look at his closet. He it was pretty messy before, and now it's pretty awesome. So he was asking, should he put a shoe rack in, or how should he organize his shoes? And I made a comment to put a shoe rack in, and he asked me to build one for him. So I have some scrap wood laying around, and he went and picked up some melamine today. Melamine will be easy to clean because it's got the laminate finish on one side or on two sides. So he'll be able to wipe it clean pretty easily. I'm just gonna cut some trim for it and make a top for it. It should be pretty cool. I looked on Pinterest and a couple other places to get some design ideas. Came up with something that I think he'll like, that I wouldn't mind putting in my own closet. So anyway, let me know what you think. So for Danny's shoe rack, we're going to use some different joinery. The first thing we're going to use is a DeWalt biscuit joiner. I just got this tool. I'm really excited to use it. If you've never seen a biscuit joiner in action, they use these biscuits right here. I don't know if you can see those very well. But the biscuit joiner has a blade that comes out right there, and that will cut slots in the sides of wood, and you can glue in the biscuits and it will join the wood together really well. It's a strong bond, so we're going to use that. We're going to use some pocket holes with a Craig jig. We're going to use some dowels probably, and a few nails. And I'm going to start by ripping some 1x2, and I need a 3/4 inch piece for trim to cover the raw edge of the melamine, and I couldn't find a 3/4 inch piece, so I'm just going to rip this 1x2 down, and it should be pretty cool when it's all done. I'll miter the corners and show you the process of doing all that. So I don't have a table saw yet. I've really wanted one for a long time, but I've invested money in other tools. But this table saw was loaned to me by somebody from work, and you can see here through that little window there that I've set this to 3/4 inch. So there's 3/4 inches between that blade and the fence, and that'll give me my cut. I actually put a piece of the melamine in there so I know that it's going to be the right width. So I'll rip these and I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. So Danny went to Lowe's and he picked up this melamine, and he had them cut it into 14-inch width planks by, they're actually about 49 inches. A whole sheet of melamine's a 4x8, but it's really a 49 by 97 inch by 3/4 inch thickness. So I'm gonna have pull-out shelves on them, and the pull-out shelves are going to be about 44 inches wide, so I need to just slop about 5 inches off of 3 of these, and we'll go from there. So with the help of one of my sons, I was able to rip down the 3 pull-out shelves. I'm going to use these 3 pieces of melamine here for the sides, top and bottom, and this 2x2 furring strip here will just be the toe kick parts on the bottom that hold the base together, and that will be stained. Danny picked a gray stain, so it'll look pretty cool when it's done. And I'm going to cut these down. If I did my math right, this side should be exactly 24 inches tall. Okay, it's time to use a biscuit joiner, and this is how it works if you've never seen one before. You lay down your wood right next to each other. Let me show you here if you can see it. So these 2 pieces have been joined already, and you can see the pencil mark here. I just put them next to each other and clamped them together, drew a pencil line, and then put the biscuit joiner on this side and cut it, then on this side and cut it. And I'll show you the biscuit joiner while it's working. Okay, now you should see that cut right there. I'll blow the sawdust out, but that is the slot for the biscuit to fit into, and there'll be a matching one on the other piece that I'll glue and connect the two pieces together. Okay, I have the biscuits in. I have both sides of the wood glued. Now I'm going to join them together and clamp them, and I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I'm done. The top is assembled now. The planks are joined together. You can see a little bit of the glue seeping out right there. And it'd be nice to have another clamp, but I only have these two long ones and a few short ones, but the short ones wouldn't hold it. So this is what the top of the shelves for Danny's shoes are going to look like. So before we assemble the shoe organizer, shoe shelf, whatever you want to call it, when the melamine was cut down, you can see all the chips it put in the finish. So we're going to go through with just some white semi-gloss and touch up these little areas that aren't very aesthetically pleasing, and then we'll start putting trim on the outside of that. Just the small touches to make it look a lot better.